In a surprising turn of events, NASA's Perseverance rover has just made an astonishing discovery on the surface of Mars. The rover has reportedly found a rock that displays peculiar dark spot patterns, which could indicate the presence of life on the red planet. This intriguing find has been dubbed the strongest evidence yet of life elsewhere in the universe. But what exactly does it mean for our understanding of space exploration and the search for extraterrestrial life? Before we delve into the details of this exciting development, we urge you to hit that like button to stay up to date with our latest findings. So what is this mysterious rock, and how could it possibly be evidence of life on Mars? Well, the story began with a series of images captured by the Rover's SuperCam instrument, which uses a laser to vaporize small amounts of rock and soil, allowing scientists to analyze their composition. The resulting data revealed an abundance of organic molecules such as methane and ethane, indicating the potential presence of carbon-based life forms. But that's not all. Scientists also observed something else that was not quite right. There seemed to be some dark spots on the rocks which didn't match any known geological formations or minerals. At first they were unsure what to make of these strange spots, but as they continued to analyze the data, they started to notice a pattern. The spots seemed to form in a regular hexagonal shape, resembling a kind of biological texture that could only be explained by the presence of living cells. The discovery was so unexpected and exciting that NASA called a press conference to share their findings with the world. During the event, officials made a bold statement claiming that this was the best evidence yet of alien life on Mars. They acknowledged that it was still early days and more research was needed to confirm their suspicions, but they couldn't resist the urge to speculate on the potential implications of their findings. Could it really be that we are not alone in the universe? It's important to note that this is not the first time that scientists have been excited about the prospect of life on other celestial bodies. In 2014, for example, NASA announced that its Curiosity rover had found methane gas on Mars, which some believed could be a sign of microbial life. However, it turned out that the gas could also be explained by non-biological processes such as volcanic activity. Nevertheless, the search for life beyond Earth is one of the most compelling and enduring quests in science, and the recent discovery of the strange dark spot patterns on Martian rocks has reignited the debate. What do you think about this incredible discovery? Do you believe that we may finally have found evidence of life on Mars? Let us know in the comments below. Also, before we continue, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. To better understand the significance of this discovery, we decided to pay a visit to NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, where some of the rovers and probes used in the search for extraterrestrial life are developed and tested. During our tour, we learned about the various missions that JPL has undertaken to explore our solar system, including the search for signs of life on other planets. One of the exhibits at the museum was a rock from Mars that had been drilled by the Curiosity rover. As we examined the rock, our eyes were drawn to the strange dark spot patterns that covered its surface. It was fascinating to realize that these patterns were similar to the ones that Perseverance had found on the rock in the new images. A scientist at the lab explained that they were looking for similar patterns as evidence of life. They told us that while there was no conclusive proof of life on Mars yet, the Curiosity rover had made some interesting discoveries, such as methane gas and organic molecules. Methane gas is a key indicator of life, because it is unlikely to occur naturally on planets like Mars. Organic molecules, on the other hand, are the building blocks of life as we know it. Their presence suggests that the conditions on Mars may have been suitable for life at some point in the past. While these discoveries were tantalizing, they were not enough to confirm the presence of life on Mars. Scientists needed more evidence to support their hypothesis. Enter the Perseverance rover. Equipped with advanced instruments, including the SuperCam, it landed on Mars in February 2021 with a mission to search for signs of ancient life. 1 year into its mission, Perseverance had covered over 1.7 miles and collected rock samples from various locations on the planet. Among the samples was a rock that contained the strange dark spot patterns which caught the attention of scientists back at JPL. As we examined the rock on display at the lab, we couldn't help but wonder what it would feel like to actually discover evidence of life on another planet. Would it be a shock or a relief? Would it change our understanding of the universe? These questions have kept us up at night, and we are sure that many of you can relate to our fascination with the search for extraterrestrial life. According to scientists, the dark spot patterns could be the result of microbial life on Mars. Microbes such as bacteria and fungi can leave behind a distinctive hexagonal pattern when they grow on rocks. This pattern is caused by the way the cells divide and replicate, which creates a geometric shape that is unique to biological activity. However, not everyone is convinced that this discovery is evidence of life on Mars. Some experts have suggested that the dark spot patterns could be explained by non-biological processes, such as chemical reactions between the rock and the surrounding environment. For example, the oxidation of iron in the rock could cause it to rust, creating the appearance of dark spots. Similarly, the deposition of salts and other minerals could also contribute to the formation of these patterns. It's important to note that the debate over the origin of these dark spots is still ongoing and there is no consensus among experts. More research is needed to determine whether or not the hexagonal pattern is truly indicative of microbial life. Despite the skepticism, the discovery of the dark spot patterns is an exciting development in the search for life on Mars. If it does turn out to be evidence of microbial life, then it would be a major breakthrough in our understanding of the universe. It would mean that we are not alone in the cosmos, and that there could be other planets out there that are also inhabited by living creatures. While the search for life on Mars continues, it's important to remember that even if we don't find any evidence of life on this planet, the quest itself is still worthwhile. By exploring other worlds, we are expanding our knowledge of the universe and learning more about our place in it. Every new discovery brings us closer to understanding the origins of life and the possibility of existence beyond Earth. Now let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. What does the discovery of microbial life on Mars mean for humanity? On one hand, it would be a monumental achievement to know that we are not alone in the universe. It would inspire future generations of scientists and explorers and push us to new heights of discovery. On the other hand, the discovery of alien life could also pose some challenges. It would force us to confront the reality that there are other living things out there that are different from us and that may not share our values or way of life. We would need to find a way to coexist peacefully with these creatures and ensure that our actions do not harm their environment. Ultimately, the discovery of life on Mars or any other celestial body would be a defining moment in human history. It would change our understanding of the universe and our place in it forever. While we continue to explore the possibilities, we must also be prepared for the challenges that come with discovering the unknown. Well folks, that's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us as we explored the latest findings from NASA's Perseverance rover. The discovery of the strange dark spot patterns on the Martian rock has indeed set the scientific community abuzz with excitement. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on all our latest adventures through the cosmos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you have yet to do so, please take a moment to do so now. Until next time, keep looking up.